Hello, this is the TradeSite Forex market preview and international economic data roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, July 15th, 2018, ending Friday the 20th. This will be options expiration for July on Friday. It is a single expiration in the summer. It's not typically eventful, but as usual, we will look for an options unraveling move in the markets, and then Friday should be dead. This is going to be one of the slowest weeks of the year, especially the back on Friday for that options expiration. Here's a look at the dollar index daily chart. Went up a little bit this week. Did not make new highs yet. Let's go through the major daily charts, then we'll look at the intra-week action, and then we'll look at the economic data coming out. So the euro dollar is the inverse of the dollar as usual. The pound didn't do much this week. Had a little bit of a tail on Friday, but came back. Euro yen was up a bit. Aussie dollar was flat. Pound yen was up a little bit. There's no signals on any of these coming up. There's no chart formations that matter. We don't have any secret Comer counts, except for, in theory, the New Zealand could get to a 13 buy signal in a couple of days, but we'll see what happens. Other than that, there's really nothing to look at from a technical perspective on the daily charts. Now, here's the intra-week action, 30-minute candles on the euro dollar, only about 170 pips high to low for the week. That's obviously very light. Pound dollar, 250 pips, a little bit better, but you can see that most of the action, there was a move on Monday and a bounce, a down and back move on Friday. Other than that, from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're also very dead flat. All right, so not a lot to see in terms of the action. We have gone to half size on our trades for summer doldrums. We typically do that around this time of year. It actually went longer than usual before we did it because the markets we had some good winners last week. And so it is what it is. But at this point, until we see the ranges pick up again, we'll stay half size. You just don't want to get hurt over the summer. All right, in terms of economic data coming out this week. Sunday, the Right Move Housing Price Index out of the UK. Japan starts the week on a bank holiday. China does their GDP, fixed asset investment, industrial production, and a press conference along with retail sales and unemployment rate. That's a lot. Monday, Italian trade balance, European trade balance at 5 a.m. Eastern time. That one can be a big one for the euro. Foreign securities purchases out of Canada, retail sales out of the U.S., Empire State Manufacturing Index here out of the U.S., business inventories at 10 a.m. Here, New Zealand's CPI Monday night. Monetary meeting, policy meeting minutes out of Australia at 9:30 p.m. Monday night. Going into Tuesday, we've got average unemployment rate out of UK at 4:30 a.m. Eastern time Tuesday morning here in the U.S. We've got manufacturing sales out of Canada, capacity utilization and industrial production out of the U.S., housing market index here in the U.S., GDT price index out of New Zealand, MI leading index out of Australia. UK, we got the CPI, PPI, RPI, and HPI. All of the inflationary numbers out of the UK come out at once at 4:30 a.m. Eastern time. And then the CPI out of Europe at 5 a.m. Housing starts and building permits here in the U.S. Crude oil inventories, that's the weekly number. The Fed beige book at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. Japan trade balance at 7:50 p.m. Wednesday night going into Thursday there. The employment change and unemployment rate out of Australia Wednesday night. Trade balance out of Switzerland, retail sales out of the UK, this is Thursday now. Spanish 10-year bond auction, ADP non-farm employment change out of Canada, Philly Fed manufacturing index, unemployment claims, those are U.S. numbers. CB leading index out of the U.S., natty gas out of the U.S., visitor arrivals out of New Zealand. Japan's got their national core CPI, German PPI and current account Friday, public sector net borrowing out of the UK, and then Canada's got their inflationary dump at 4:30 a.m. Eastern time on Friday. They've got their CPI, retail sales, and all their inflationary related stuff. So, I mean, the biggest stuff of the week is some of the CPI numbers, but it's not ours. But they are coming out around the world, and that's about it. We'll see what we get. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We'll help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trip.